I will say during these type of times, two things you should look for is relatable growth and scalable growth, y'all. Right? Relatable growth and scalable growth is companies that can grow not only just earnings per share, but that can actually scale the business. So some business can scale in times like this. Right? One of the best performing stocks of the year right now is NVIDIA. Best performing stock of the year.
It's one of my babies.
Right? Best performing stock of the year. I've been had it for a while. Right? Options and in my regular portfolio, it has been.
Remember when we bought that? We bought that the same day.
Yep. You know, and it has been a baby for us, right? So NVIDIA, again, a company, you know, scalable growth and sustainable growth, relatable growth are two things we should be looking for when we're looking at business, y'all. Like, so when you buying businesses, asking yourself, like, Trap, what is in Trap? What is this a good stock? Is this a good business? Ask yourself, do you see growth in the business? One, does this have pricing power? Can the business increase in prices no matter what? Right? Can the business create a new industry or sector within itself, no matter what, right? Businesses that can do that have scalable growth. This is some of the things that we look for, right? So, you know, and I ain't trying to talk over nobody's head. This is just things that we should understand as investors, yo. This is a game that has so many layers to it, right? And it's so many layers and it's so many points of entry that we can get into. We get stuck on one thing. Two things we get stuck on as investors that often kill everybody: name and price. Right? The name of the stock and then how much it is the two things that kills most investors.
And that matters the least.
Yeah, and those are the two things that doesn't even matter to somebody like me, somebody like Ian, you know, and everybody else will become like name and price don't matter, right? So if you took the performance of a stock, if you took the name off it, right, then and you took the price off it and you just looked at what's underneath the cover, right? That should be the determining factor on why you're buying a business. Not because the TV is pushing it, not because you think the price is too high or too low. Often we look at businesses, and one of the things that I teach my people is simply this, man. When we looking at a business, we want to see how can they perform in the future. Like, what can it earn in the future? And we're going to base that off past things that it's already done. We're going to be conservative in our approach and setting price points, and then that's how we move forward, y'all.
The number one indicator that you guys need to focus on is actually time in the market. That's why, like, you never hear anyone with a lot of money. And I asked Trap this, I asked Troy Rashad. For all the people that you interviewed to the millionaires, how many of them have brought up RSI or 200-day moving average? Shit don't matter. Like, when I've talked to people that run funds, that's the last thing that matters. I'm going to be real. Like, most people are not able to beat us because I know you're not willing to hold a stock for a long enough period. Like, even when like Xander's teachers ask him, like, what does your dad do? He's like, he owns part of Apple and Microsoft. He don't even say Red Panda. He owns part of Apple and Microsoft. The look is different, but I've drilled in him. Me owning a bunch of great companies is more important than even you putting the focus on this first. So if you can hold for a 10, 15, 20-year period, the generational hold is really the blueprint. You should go Google how long a generation is. And then once you do that and extrapolate in the tech sector for an A quality stock, how long it lasts, you already have your formula. It's not about the indicator. It's not about price per se, even though I'm one of the greatest of all time to do that. Exclude nobody. The thing that matters most is holding. Like, when I go back to 2009, shout out to Art, when he told me to get Apple in 2009 and I didn't listen, like, the money that it cost me not listening in 2009 and 2010 is heartbreaking. So please put it in chat. Holding for a generation is the most important thing.